Was the Apple Vision Pro a massive flop? Or is it just a slow burn, a glimpse into a future we're not quite ready for yet? Let's break it down. When the Vision Pro launched, the internet went wild. We saw those videos of people wearing it everywhere, walking down the street, on the subway, even driving. The initial hype was insane. Apple, the master of marketing, sold us a vision of the future, and for a hot minute, it seemed like everyone wanted a piece. The pre-orders sold out almost instantly. Tech reviewers were calling it a magical experience, a true spatial computing device that seamlessly blended the digital and physical worlds. The pass-through video was unparalleled, the eye tracking felt like sorcery, and the hand gestures were incredibly intuitive. It felt like we jumped straight into a sci-fi movie, but then the dust settled. The initial excitement seemed to fade almost as quickly as it appeared. Reports started trickling in about users returning their devices. The reasons? Well, there were a few. First, that price tag. $3,500 is a huge amount of money for a first-generation product, especially one without a clear must-have use case for the average person. It's more expensive than a high-end laptop, a top-tier smartphone, and a gaming console combined. That's a tough pill to swallow. Then there's the comfort factor. It's heavy. Wearing it for more than an hour or two can lead to neck strain and pressure on your face. Apple even included a dual-loop band to help distribute the weight, which was a tacit admission that comfort was an issue. For a device meant to be worn for extended periods, this is a major hurdle. People complained of headaches, eye strain, and just feeling disconnected from the real world, despite the amazing pass-through technology. And what about the apps? This is a classic chicken and egg problem for any new platform. Developers are hesitant to invest time and resources into a platform with a small user base, and users are hesitant to buy a device that lacks compelling apps. While the Vision Pro has some incredible native experiences and can run iPad apps, it was missing key players at launch. No native Netflix, new YouTube, That's a big deal for a device positioned as a media consumption powerhouse. The killer app, that one piece of software that makes the hardware a must-buy, just isn't there yet. So, when you add it all up, the high price, the comfort issues, and the limited software ecosystem, it is easy to see why the initial sales spike did translate into sustained momentum. The return rates, while maybe not as high as some dramatic headlines suggested, were significant. The buzz died down, and the Vision Pro started to look less like the next iPhone and more like a very expensive, very niche gadget for early adopters and developers. The flop narrative began to take hold. But hold on, let's not write it off just yet. Let's look at this from another angle. Is it possible we're judging the Vision Pro by the wrong standards? We're comparing it to the iPhone or the Apple Watch, products that had a clear purpose and mass market appeal from day one. But what if the Vision Pro isn't meant to be a mass market product right now? What if this is Apple's slow burn strategy? Think back to the original iPhone. When it launched in 2007, it was expensive, locked to a single carrier, and lacked basic features like an App Store or 3G. Critics called it a toy, but it laid the foundation. It showed the world what was possible. The same could be said for the first Apple Watch. It was slow, its purpose was a bit fuzzy, and many people wondered who it was really for. Look at it now. It's a dominant force in wearables. Apple has a history of playing the long game. They release a first-generation product that's more of a concept car than a family sedan. It's for the enthusiasts, the developers, and the true believers. They use this first version to learn, to gather real-world data, and to build out the ecosystem. The Vision Pro is not called the Apple Vision. It's the Vision Pro. That Pro moniker is important. It signals that this is a high-end device for a specific audience, not for everyone. It's a developer kit that Apple is selling to the public. They are effectively getting the most passionate users to pay to be beta testers and to help them figure out what spatial computing is even for. From this perspective, the Vision Pro is a resounding success. It's gotten developers excited. It has established a new high-water mark for what's possible in mixed reality. No other headset on the market comes close to its level of polish. Its display quality, or its intuitive user interface. Apple has defined the category and set the bar incredibly high for competitors like Meta, Samsung, and Google. They are building the foundational blocks for the future. With every Vision OS update, the device gets better. New features are added, performance is improved, and the app library slowly grows. At their recent developer conference, WWDC, Apple showcased Vision OS 2, bringing new creative tools and improved photos, experience, and more intuitive gestures. This iterative improvement is classic Apple. They are not rushing. They are methodically building the ecosystem, brick by brick. So, where does this leave us? Is the Vision Pro a flop? If you define success by immediate, massive sales and mainstream adoption in year one, then yes, you could argue it's underperformed. But that's a very short-sighted view. I believe it's a slow burn. The Vision Pro is Apple planting its flag on a new continent of computing. This first version is the ship that got them there. It's expensive, a little uncomfortable, and still finding its purpose. But it represents a fundamental shift in how we might interact with technology in the future. In 5 to 10 years, we might see an Apple Vision, a lighter, cheaper, more comfortable version with an all-day battery and a massive library of apps. And we'll look back at the Vision Pro the same way we look back at the first chunky iPhone or the original Macintosh, not as a flop, but as the ambitious, imperfect, and essential first step that started it all. This isn't about selling tens of millions of units in the first year. It's about laying the groundwork for the next decade of Apple's growth. It's about creating a platform that will, over time, become as integral to our lives as the smartphone is today. So, don't be fooled by the quiet period after the initial launch hype. Apple is playing chess, not checkers. The Vision Pro isn't the endgame. It's the opening move. What do you think? Is the Vision Pro a pricey failure, or are we witnessing the slow and steady beginning of the next big thing in tech? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of technology. See you in the next one!